So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do.
They cheat all the time.
And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why.
I've got your emails. We received your phone calls about all of the confusion and the many people that just didn't get to vote. We have to fix this going forward. We should not have people being disenfranchised in 2026, even in Texas, specifically in a Democratic county. Just wanted to say again, thank you. I am back to work. I am proud to serve Texas 30 until January of 2027. And then let me send mad love to my pastor, Pastor Freddie Haynes, who will be the congressman for Texas 30. So God bless y'all.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, guys, today's a great day, okay? Jasmine Crockett is done, okay? And not only that, Al Green is pretty much done too. Two of the biggest pieces of crap that have ever stepped into the halls of Congress. So these people are done, okay? Al Green, he's in a runoff, so y'all know what that is. It was too close to call, I guess, which it's really not. The guy that he's going against is actually ahead of him, and they're going into a runoff. But right now, it sits as Al Green is losing. So next month, it's probably going to be the same results. So we're probably going to end up getting rid of Al Green too, okay? You know, the guy that came in there and said, "We're not apes," or whatever on the sign. That guy, the guy that's always grandstanding and doing some bullshit, comes in on his cane, you know? Well, I'm sure that he'll be in a nursing home soon, and he'll be able to go, you know, give me pudding and stuff like that. You know, he'll be able to stand up for his constituents, which are just old people. And nothing against old people, but you know, this is like cleaning out Congress, you know, and I'm really happy about that. But anyways, let's go on. We got some videos to show, so let's check it out.
Millions of Americans hitting the polls yesterday for a handful of pivotal primaries last night, including key races in North Carolina, Arkansas, and Texas.
Meantime, Doug Lazader joins us live from Washington with the results. Doug.
Hey, good morning, guys. A lot of races to talk about, so let's start with that Texas Senate race that attracted so much attention and money. On the Democratic side, James Tallarico defeated Congresswoman
put a
Jasmine
lot of money
Crockett
into that
in
stuff.
hotly contested primary. In a victory speech, Tallarico said he was going to take back Texas.
This movement is about whether the people
Take back
will
Texas.
hold the power
Is that
in this
Beto?
state.
He look
and
kind
in
of
this
has
country.
like the Beto O'Rourke kind of
we launched
persona besides
this
the fake
underdog
Mexican
campaign
name, you know.
6 months ago in my hometown of
Beto
Round
never
Rock, Texas.
took Texas.
And since then,
know.
tens of thousands of Texans have shown up to rally with us in every corner of the state.
All right, Jasmine Crockett, meantime,
It doesn't
cited
matter.
voting issues in Dallas.
Texas is
and
never
said that
going to
in
go
her
blue,
words,
bro.
people have been disenfranchised.
And that is actually what they are fearful of, is my authenticity, because it rings true with every single American. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress.
Baby, because these people, they are crazy, because they always talk about how Christian they is.
Just add her
I don't
accent
know how
in.
many of them on that side are getting divorced because they getting caught up sleeping with their co-workers, staffers, interns, all the things.
On-campus mailboxes, and at that time,
She
my
went to
school
a private
hired the
school
Cochran
too,
firm.
mostly white.
And there was a lawyer who graduated from University of Houston who was assigned to me.
You not.
No accent.
You not. We done picking cotton. We are.
That's Hillary,
you
bro.
can't pay us enough to
She
find a
learned from the best
plantation.
on
I want
that
the
one.
American people to know that when you stand up to a bully, you win. Do not back down.
To the educated
Do not
people
bend.
with no accent.
And I'm going to be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out, all right?
But at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I am authentic.
You are authentic.
Longtime Houston Congressman Al
Authentically
Green is
stupid.
facing a tough re-election battle in the state's newly redrawn 18th Congressional
Al Green.
District. Green represented the
Sasquatch,
9th
right there,
district
guys.
for more than 2
Sasquatch.
decades.
Get
The
him.
redistricting has reshaped the political landscape. Katira Winfrey is live at the Fountain of Life Center on the southwest side with a closer look
Take
at
him
the
to
challenge
the
Green
Museum
is up
of,
against Katira.
endangered
This is the
species.
first election
Please.
using the new redrawn
He needs
district
to
maps
be
in Texas.
studied.
The move essentially
This
pushed
man needs
Green
to be
out
studied.
of District 9
He's
and
the
into
missing
District
link.
18.
He needs to
the
be
maps
studied.
were redrawn in an attempt to win Republicans more U.S. House seats in the midterm election.
Look at him.
The move triggered a response
telling me he ain't
from
related to
Democratic
Bigfoot?
led states like California,
You telling me
who
that?
redrew their maps to counter those possible gains. Now, the old District 18 was long held by the late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee and then by the late Sylvester Turner. And
there's a lot of big stories coming out right now out of last night's election, and one of them
I love
is
the
going
Republicans.
To be
They
the
just
Latino
shook
vote
the
in
fuck out of Texas.
That's really
They
what
just shook
propelled
the
James
fuck out of
Talarico
Texas.
over Jasmine Crockett. And Jasmine Crockett is set to likely, this will likely be the end of her political career as we know it.
Yeah,
she had
DEI
to not
is
run
over
in the
with.
primary for her House seat.
Yeah.
So I imagine you'll
You're not
see
getting
her
a district
leftist
that's
nonsense
gonna
all
win.
over
That's
the
just
news
set up for
going
you to win.
forward,
It's
including
over.
her election denialism here. But that Latino
Neither
vote
are you,
you
Al
see in
Green.
Texas is going to be a key indicator going not only into the runoff for Republicans, but also into the general election. This is a base that moved quite frequently. You saw a big move in the 2024 election for those Latino voters
162,000
toward
votes. That's a
Republicans.
lot.
And are we going to see that pendulum swing
lot
back?
for one
With this,
state.
with this runoff coming in May, you will see what is going to continue to be one of the most expensive primary in U.S. history.
If you heard Doug Luzader there right before he came to you, he said that there's been no Democrat that has won a state primary in 30 years.
Yeah, I call it the big Texas
None.
blue fever dream
None.
they have every cycle, where Democrats play this game where they dump
We're
hundreds
gonna
of
win.
millions of
We're
dollars
gonna
into
turn
Texas
it
just to
blue.
light it on fire. You can look at Beto, I was born to do it, Robert Francis
Beto,
O'Rourke.
that was such
you
a
can look
failure.
at Colin Allred. You can look at
That
the
was
lady
such a
in the
failure.
sneakers who stood on the Texas floor.
He coulda
Texas
swore he was gonna
Democrats
win.
are
He
trying
was
to play
so
the
cocky,
long
too.
game here, where they think they can slowly move the electorate versus trying to win flat out. Talarico is the quote-unquote moderate that Democrats wanted versus the radical of Jasmine Crockett. But now
He's
they get to
radical, but
litigate,
he's a wolf in sheep's
Talarico's
clothing.
stance. He's never really
You know what
had
I mean?
anybody push him in a race
He will be
before.
radical if
so
he's
this is
told
going
to
to be
be
one
radical.
that is going to see Democrats yet again spend a lot of money, likely, and for not the result of a victory. This will remain a Republican Senate seat.
Okay, Aaron McGuire, always great to
Hell yeah. All right, guys. So that's it, man. She's done. Freaking Al Green's done. Jasmine Crockett's done. But who's gonna be the next one? We need I'm telling you, I'm actually kind of sad, man. And I know that a lot of people out there are kind of sad because she's just gonna disappear. She's gonna disappear like Don Lemon, except she's gonna be like 1/10 of what Don Lemon is now. And yeah, it's sad to see. And I won't get to hear all of her stuff, but I think she's pretty much, worn out her welcome and said all she's had to say. I mean, really, what has she said? What has she done? She's done nothing. They've already said that she doesn't do anything. They've already proven that. So, do we really give a shit if Jasmine Crockett is in the public eye anymore? And with the Ellisons taking over, like I said, it's just gonna get. Those CNN jobs are drying up. I mean, you're gonna have more Scott Jenningses on there. Like, he's getting more views than most of these other hosts, and I just think that they want to hold on to Scott Jennings now. Scott was waiting for the Ellisons to get a hold of it. Let's see what happens with CNN. Wouldn't that be crazy if CNN just becomes actually right down the middle? I mean, wouldn't that be crazy? That would be fair. I mean, right now it's completely left, but that would be kind of crazy to see it like that. And maybe they always say that they're non-biased, and maybe they will actually get to live up with it once they fire all the pieces of crap that work there now and start from scratch. And maybe the Ellisons are the ones to do that. So y'all, if you haven't subscribed, do that. Haven't liked the video, like it. I'm just starting out and just trying to keep things going. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.